stop getting involved in pointless cafe battles. And I mean that by don't get involved in like gossip and you know just like talking about people. Um that's what I mean by the term cafe battle. Because, what do you do when you go to a cafe? You sit down and you talk. It's a place where you could talk to people and hang out, but, you know, you could also gossip. But it's just my message. Like, that's what a cafe battle is. I came up with the term cafe battle because to me it seems like, sometimes people get involved in like gossip or talking about others and sharing things about people. Like it could be anywhere, family, friends, anything. I personally found that, I've done it, before in the past, and I'm realizing now it's like best to just keep things to yourself if you feel a certain type of way about something or someone, you know, to keep it to yourself, and to don't, go around trying to tell others to talk or complain about it. It's just best to keep that, between yourself and let it go, and let that type of stuff go. Cause that's what like a cafe battle is, and it seems harmless because, it may not be a full on, people may not have a full on argument or may not be a physical matter. However, it can be spiritual in a way, like, cause yeah, gossiping or just talking about people in a bad light, or talking about, someone behind their back and all that shit, telling stories and shit like that. That's not a wise thing to do. And even if you're by yourself, I realize that, like people who've complained about things, who you know even that's not, cool to do. I see it's all over the internet, these cafe battles, these people online, or I don't know, in families or at work, always gossiping or talking about, oh, what this celebrity is doing and all this other jazz. I mean, it's great for content. Don't get me wrong, talking about celebrities or whomever, what's ever going on in Hollywood or politics, that's cool and all, but, and content wise, people got to get their bag. But at the end of the day, if it's not going to generate someone money, then it's no purpose behind it. It doesn't serve a concrete purpose. If it's not going to get someone money, then it's no point in doing it. But content wise, I understand that that has its place. But I've noticed that in life, cafe battles, all this gossip, it could be spiritual, if you want to look at it that way. It's kind of like, saying things and, spell work about other people, and it's like, I just feel it's best that, if we feel some type of way towards someone, to address it directly, and if not, then just don't, just let it go. Like seriously, just let it go. This could apply to anything, you know. Even if I were talking about someone in a positive light behind their back, even that seems kind of pointless. It's like I feel that it's best not to really say much about anyone else if they're not around, and to to practice silence, and to yeah, yeah, just let shit go, be comfortable in our own skin. Just let shit go. And and to not spread rumors, and not spread rumors, and not go around trying to tell people about, oh, so and so did XYZ or something, or try to make someone look in a bad light or something like that. I feel it's best to just let things go. Yeah, like, saying, if you don't have something good to say about someone, why say it at all? And that's the truth. It's best to just, I've learned, it's best for me to focus on myself, and to move forward, look forward, and to let stuff go. Like, if I felt some type of way about someone, why would I, be around them or whatever? So it's best to, let things go, let things, unfold naturally, let chips fall where they may, and to just like, and to choose to be at peace within myself, to be at peace within ourselves, and to be, and to focus on ourselves and our growth, our own growth. I think that is the wisest thing to do, and move forward into like, have faith that you know, focusing on myself, having faith that, you know, I'll be cool, I'll be all right if, as long as, I'm not, to have faith that in yourself, that you'll be all right if you're not engaging in any, drama or anything like that, and social media has really conditioned people to want to partake in that type of stuff, and it's really taking people's focus away from themselves. And I just feel that you know it's best to forgive and to let things go, and to let into yeah, have faith that people can change or do better or whatever, to just let things go, move on, and just, that's that, um yeah. But it's a common theme online, a lot of people do certain things like that, and gossiping, all types of things online, it's changed people's perspective. Like, instead of people focusing on themselves, focus on others. But truly, people who succeed in life, and to do, or any of these celebrities, they're not focusing on anyone else, really. Their focus is on themselves, their craft, or whatever it is they're doing. They're making music, or whatever they're working on, like their businesses or whatnot, and they they grow that way. And then I feel that it's best, for, as individuals, to focus on ourselves, and to not engage in meaningless cafe battles, because they may seem harmless, and these cafe battles, but you know trying to project things, or if I'm saying, oh, so and so, or a certain thing or situation, talking about that in a bad light, it's best for me to really not say anything about it, and let things go, and to have faith that the universe or God, will work things out. There's no need to engage in drama and shit like that. This isn't television, and we like to think that, yeah, we're the main character, but we have to believe that. But at the same time, it doesn't, this isn't television. This isn't Like we people have watched so much television, it's like now they feel that they need to live certain things out that they've seen in a movie or some shit. And it's like that's not something you need to do, you know? You gotta just stay true to yourself. You know, when I mean what it means to be the main character is to, you know, how to be the main character. I would imagine it's focusing on myself. So that's the best way for me to be a main character in my life. So yeah, that's my message. You know, the term cafe battles. You know, I coined that term, and you know, this video it'll be shown to whoever is meant to see. I don't know how many views I'm gonna get on this channel. But yeah, you know, if you like this video, comment below and you know drop a like. Tell me what your thoughts are. What do you think of the term cafe battles? You know, what do you think of that? And don't forget, you know, subscribe if you want to hear more. And peace. Enjoy your day.